To explain what you mean, Scott, for
Sure.
our listeners, what took place in 2014, the revolution, or the coup according to some, revolution according to others. Take a moment to explain that, would you please?
Well, it was essentially a street putsch. It wasn't exactly a coup like the general overthrew him and replaced him, but it was a right-wing putsch in the street led by the descendants of those who served Hitler in the war, in the OUN, in World War II. The direct descendants. I demonstrate this. Don't shake your head. I demonstrate this with absolute hard facts and the best Holocaust historians in my book. You can't refute it. That's exactly who they were, was the right sector and the Svoboda Party are the direct descendants of those who served the SS in the Second World War. And they were the ones who led the putsch on American dollars to force. And by the way, let me say this, I think is so important. People said that Paul Manafort was Russia's agent controlling Trump, and before that he was Russia's agent working with Yanukovych. But he was in fact representing America's interests because Yanukovych was not so pro-Russian. Yanukovych wanted to sign the association agreement with the European Union, and Manafort's entire job working for him was trying to help him accomplish that. There's an excellent interview of Manafort, who I would disagree with about this stuff. You can watch this great interview with him with Patrick Bet-David, where he explains all this. And what happened was, and even Henry Kissinger, who you're writing a biography about, you might look this up, it's in The Guardian. Henry Kissinger said it was all Angela Merkel's fault because she played too hard of hardball. She wasn't willing to give easy enough loan terms. She was demanding too much austerity. And she, according to Henry Kissinger, was the one who ruined the deal. After the putsch was successful, all former Ukrainian presidents signed a letter. Kravchuk, Kuchma, and Yushchenko all signed a letter saying we must now just repeal the Kharkiv Pact and kick Russia out of the Sevastopol naval base on the Crimean Peninsula. Only then did Putin order his sailors and Marines to seize that peninsula in the coup de main.
Neil.
To hear Scott Horton defend the Yanukovych regime, one of the most corrupt regimes to have emerged since the collapse of communism.
I didn't defend the regime at all. What are you talking about?
Well,
I did not defend the regime of corruption.
You argued, if I can finish, you argued that a Nazi revolution or putsch occurred against Yanukovych. But Yanukovych was overthrown in a popular revolution against his egregiously corrupt rule. I wonder, Scott, have you ever been to Ukraine?
No.
You see, it seems to me that that's one of the reasons that you're not really a terribly dependable authority on this subject. Have you been to Russia?
Man.
Have you been to Russia?
Listen, that was a popular revolution by some Ukrainians against the interests of many others. Give me a break, dude.
Have you been to Russia?
You know what? These are all red herring arguments.
No, I don't think they're red herrings at all, because the difference between us, Scott, is that I know what I'm talking about, because I've spoken with the people who were directly involved in Euromaidan and the revolution that overthrew Yanukovych. And I can assure you that they are not Nazis.
Did you interview Dmitry Yurash?
And the claim that they are Nazis, Scott, is of course another part of Russian propaganda that you see
with Andrei Porubin
on recycling in this conversation. So